You were hidden for a time such as this. Yeah, you heard right. You were hidden for a time such as this. And now that God is calling you out, right? From out of that secret place, from out of the place where God put you, where no one saw you, where no one knew who you were, when people saw you in the physical, but they didn't know who you were in the spiritual. God was building your faith, God was developing you, God was putting the pieces back together, God was making you whole. And now that God is calling you out of that secret place, right? God is saying that now that I'm calling you out of the place of hiding, that secret place. Now that I am calling you out of the place of hiding, God said, now it's time to be all that I have called you to be. I have shaped you, I have molded you, I have put you together the way that is great for my for the reason. And when I say my, I'm talking about God, great for the reason of God's doing in your life, for what God has called you to do, not just in this season, but in your life. You are about to step in your greater. Matter of fact, you are in your greater. In the hidden place that God had you in, God is pulling you out. And what God is saying in this hour right now, whenever you see this video, that this is the hour that it's time not to resist. It's time out for resisting the pulling of God. God has been pulling on you. God has been pulling on you. He's been pulling on you. He's been pulling on you. And some of you have been resisting the pull because it is so great, because it is so tough, because you feel that you've been stretched to capacity, that you have no elasticity left in you. But God is saying, I'm pulling you this time. And this time, when I pull you, I am pulling you out of the place that you have been hiding. Some of you, God is saying that He has allowed you to hide for your strength and your development for purposes such as this time, right? And some of you have went to hiding. You have went into your cubbyhole because you were not comfortable, because you were in fear, because you didn't know, because you didn't understand. But God is saying some people, some of you are feeling stuck. Some of you are feeling stagnant. Some of you are feeling lost and confused. And some of you know what time it is. And God is saying it don't matter what side of the spectrum that you are on, it's time to come out of hiding, because the very thing that tried to rise up against you, God is saying now you're able to operate in the authority that I gave you, in order to bind those things up, in order to tie those things up, in order to put those things in the band. Ikalabashatarabase. God is saying that I have been giving you revelation. I have been giving you instruction. I have been downloading on the inside of you direction. I have been downloading on the inside of you my deep mysteries. And God is saying, now it is time for you to come forth. It is time for you to open up your mouth. It is time for you to push out the womb what you are delivering in this hour, and it's time for you to be delivered. Be delivered by your enemies. Be delivered by from any lie that anybody tried to place on you. Be delivered by your own thoughts. Be delivered not by but from. Be delivered from everything that tried to hold you down, everything that tried to suppress you, everything that tried to shut you up, everything that tried to put a muzzle over your mouth, everything that tried to put a bit in your mouth. God is saying He is loosening the reins, and now it is time for you to go. Just like when someone is riding on a horse, right? And the horse is doing what they want to do. See, I never ridden a horse before, right? But God is saying He is about to pull back the reins and let loose and release you. And for some people, God is saying that you have been doing what you want to do, right? You have not really truly been acknowledging Him in all of your ways, and in some of your ways, you've been doing what you want to do. So God had